Hi, how you doing? How you doing? You're a cutie. Want to say hi to the camera? She hates me. Yep, she hates me. I love you, beautiful. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And of course, welcome back to 12 Days of Christmas, day 5. Or 5. Why do I always do that? I'm gonna have to keep a tally of what day I'm on because I'm gonna lose track. But today, I thought I'd sit down with you and talk to you about Christmas movies. And I'm, of course, gonna talk about my top 10 Christmas movies. Of course I had to do this because honestly, watching Christmas movies while decorating the Christmas tree, drinking some hot chocolate and having the Christmas cookies baked is a huge tradition. Huge tradition that I've had since my childhood. So I thought I'd make my 12 Days of Christmas video today on that. Now, if you're seeing me in the same top in a lot of videos in the future after the 12 Days of Christmas, I'm currently pre-filming a lot of videos because your girl is going on vacation from December 17th through the 28th. And to be quite honest, I need to start pre-recording because I don't want to let you guys off of content for like 11 days. That's a pretty decent amount of time. So I'm pre-recording, editing these videos so I can just have a moment with family and you guys can have the videos up early because I know I'm a late video publisher. My bad, but it's just how I roll. I'm kind of the night owl, you know? I do most of my work during nighttime. So anyways, let's get started. So we're gonna go from number 10 down to 1. What movies I'll watch the most? So number 1 is the movie I'll watch the most out of any Christmas movie, and number 10 being the one I'll watch kind of lesser, but number 10, the classic Christmas Vacation. This movie is so funny. If you haven't seen it, it's awesome. It's came out in the 80s, I believe, and it's just, there's so much slapstick comedy into it, and it's just a lot of ridiculous, cringy things happen in that movie, but it's just so good and so funny. Kind of reminds of me, my family, how we're all crazy. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, definitely I feel him on a lot of those things because I have been there, done that. Not all of things, because a lot of things are like, how does that even happen? But yeah, it's just such a good comedy. It's, of course, it's a fitting Christmas movie. You know, that families filled with bad luck at Christmas, which I feel my life is just a bundle of bad luck. And it's just a really great, just funny, chill out movie that I'll watch, you know, when I don't want to watch something too serious, but I want to watch something that I can just chill out and just, yeah. Number 9 is a classic Christmas movie, and that is A Christmas Story. I actually got sick of this a long time ago because I remember there was this channel, and I think they still do it, where they played A Christmas Story for 24 hours straight. I tried to when I was younger and I couldn't watch A Christmas Story for the longest time because I literally watched it for 9 hours straight. I can watch these movies over and over again, but not for 9 hours straight, if you know what I mean. This is just, in my opinion, one of the most classic Christmas movies. If you tell me what is a timeless Christmas movie besides A Wonderful Life, this would be also one of the ones a lot of people would answer because it's like Christmas Vacation. It's a lot less hectic, but a lot of things just happen that are crazy, like what the actual what in this movie. And the ending is great. I love the ending. I don't know, it's just one of those movies that always reminds me of my childhood where, you know, be a snowy day and school was canceled and I would ball up, you know, my dad would say, hey, there's a Christmas story on, and I would drink hot chocolate in my PJs while watching A Christmas Story while it snowed outside. So this is definitely one of my favorites. And I have a list right here, so if you're wondering why I keep looking down, that's why. Number 8, Love Actually. This movie, why I love this movie so much, it's a comedy, a romantic comedy, but there's a lot of moments where it's like heartfelt, you know, and you have all these different characters. Like I can count 10 off the top of my head that have a different path in life for their Christmas, but it all comes together at the end. It's actually really cool. That's why I love this. It's because you got so much emotion in it. It's such a good storyline, and it's really cool how they tie it together. And I just want to let you guys know this is kind of a really raunchy Christmas movie too. So if you guys have never seen it, I don't want you to be caught off guard, because a lot of things when I watched it the first time, I was like, whoa! But besides that, it's a really, really, really great movie. Like I said, the storyline is probably my favorite part of this movie. Number 7, I can't not forget, it's A Charlie Brown Christmas. That is the definition of Christmas to me. When I was in high school, elementary school, middle school, you know, like, I'll come home, do my homework, and my dad would be like, hey, there's a Charlie Brown Christmas on tonight. And of course I'd watch it, who doesn't? I put this higher on the list just because it's not really a movie, because it's only like half an hour, I want to say, or like an hour. But yeah, it's more like half an hour because they always add something onto it. But so I don't really consider it a movie, but I have to include it because it's a Charlie Brown Christmas. It's just classic. Charlie Brown is classic. I remember when the writer and illustrator for Charlie Brown passed away, I was very, very sad. So it's a Charlie Brown Christmas. Such a cute bop. Number 6. Now number 6 is kind of not really one movie. I have 3 things on here that are not really movies. They're more of series, because I cannot not mention the others but mention one. You know, you kind of can't live without the others, if that makes sense. So the Home Alone series. Oh man. Now, I will say I didn't know this, but there were 5 Home Alones. I didn't know there were 5 Home Alones. Now, the last, I've only seen up to 4, and I definitely did not like it as much, nearly as much as 1, 2, and 3. I don't know, it was just a little too cheesy for me, I want to say. It was a cute movie, but I don't know, I just didn't really think they had fitting actors for the film. But anyways, 1, 2, and 3 are my bop, and they're just classic. You know, when you mention holiday movies, you know, Home Alone's just in there, and you're probably gonna just get sick of me saying it's classic, it's awesome, it's funny, but it's a Christmas movie thing, and that is what they all are, basically. I've watched these ever since I could ever remember, every Christmas. They're just so good. And can we mention how much more clever this kid is? Like, I don't know, man. If some burglars just came into my home and tried to steal everything and caught me, I would just panic. This guy knows what's gonna happen, what they're gonna do, has an alternative for it. Still, it's like, I don't know, how are you this smart kid? But yeah, Home Alone, definitely a classic. Number 5 is the Polar Express. Now the Polar Express was made after the children's book. It's just the animations are so beautiful in that movie. That's what I love about it. The animations look so true to the book. They just are stunning. Stunning. And also, just that movie in general is just so thought-provoking. I remember me and my boyfriend actually watched it a couple days ago, and he was like, that was a really thought-provoking movie. And I totally, completely, it's one of those things where it really just makes you sit down and think. So I really like about that, and it's got a great storyline, but that's the book in general. But how they extended it from like a 30-page book, I can't remember how many pages it was, to like a 2-hour movie is insane. So without like making it drag or not making sense at all, awesome. Number 4, the Santa Claus series. I do not exclude this out of my traditions. Like, this is a must-have series that I have to watch. Now, the second is my favorite, and the third is my least favorite out of all the films, but still love them nonetheless. It's Santa Claus. It's classic. Santa Claus anything is just classic for the holidays. It's always such a cute, heartwarming film to me. They always have like a great amount of suspension in their storylines. Like, their storylines are so good. Like, they're so just foreshadowing, and your heart beats fast, like, oh my god, no! And it's great. Number 3, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. Honestly, what makes this movie so great to me is that Jim Carrey was cast as the Grinch. And I studied acting for a really long time, so coming from a past actor, just Jim Carrey was the perfect choice. I think that movie would have been a flop if they chose someone not Jim Carrey, because he's always just such a physical actor. It's insane. Like, probably at the end of the day, he's exhausted from filming, because that's just how much he just involves his body and everything. And just the way he adapted the Grinch into his physical adaptations is just perfect for the Grinch's character. I can't think of someone who isn't perfect for the role that's not Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was that one. And just the choice of actors in general was just really good. And it's kind of like that thing where, like, the Grinch is not even that long of a story, but the fact that they drug it out to a 2-hour movie without it dragging on or not making sense is great. So really love that. At number 2, the old-time Christmas movie series. Now I'm talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus, Frosty the Snowman. Now, these came out in a series from the 50s to 70s, if I'm correct. But these are just one of those movies still I cannot not watch during Christmas. They're classic movies. I don't care if the animations are so bad. I remember in elementary school, just the fact that, like, all these kids are like, oh, they're watching it tonight. I'd be that one kid that was excited, like, hey, are you watching Rudolph tonight?
Nah, man, that's such bad animations.
Like, I would cry. I would cry. I'm like, why are you all such losers? But, why do you guys literally have no fun in life? Like, oh, does the animations suck? And yeah, no, that was my cat. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? You're a cutie. Want to say hi to the camera? She hates me. Yep, she hates me. I love you, beautiful. Now the animations are not the best because they were all the way back when. Just classic. They're classic. They're just nostalgic. I remember growing up with them. Same thing with how, you know, Charlie Brown was. They'd be on after school and I'd watch them with a cup of hot chocolate and it was just awesome. And that's number 1. But you're like, I thought number 2 would have been your number 1. That is Elf with Will Ferrell in it. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how many times I've watched this and not getting tired of it. I remember I bought Elf and I actually wore out the DVD like 3 years later because it's just, I would watch it over and over and over again. I watched it in the middle of summer. I'd watch it, you know, like after Christmas. Like I would just watch this over and over again and never get sick of it. It is such a Christmas staple. So funny. The story never gets old. It's just perfect. And Will Ferrell is also one of my favorite actors. He's actually me and my boyfriend's favorite actor. We always are like, what are we gonna watch? And then we see Will Ferrell. It's like, well, we're watching that because it's gonna be good no matter what. I feel like when Will Ferrell dies, Tom Hanks and Jim Carrey dies, it's gonna be the end of comedy, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. Alright guys, and that was it for my top favorite Christmas movies of all time. What are your top favorite holiday movies? But yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this and keep staying tuned for 12 Days of Christmas, day 6 tomorrow. And as always, please like and subscribe, and of course, keep doing what you do. And as always, stay beautiful and stay you. Bye guys.